Does that mean 100 game analysis means before I even get involved and start telling you what you need to do to work on your game, I'm going to analyze 100 of your existing games, preferably in the same time control. 110-minute games, 115-minute games, whatever it is, preferably the longer the better. And the reason that I do this is so that I can eliminate distraction, blunders, mouse slips, and all types of other random reasons that you make a mistake. And I'm using 100 games because if you make the same type mistakes in 100 games, it's probably an indicator that you really don't know something. There is something that you really don't know. But if you only make the same mistake 10 times out of 100 games, then there's a greater chance that it was an accident. Okay? The second thing that we're offering in this April chess lesson program is all of our chess lessons will be 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours, not 1 hour. Most chess coaches offer 1 hour lessons, but for the month of April only, we're doing 1.5 hours on our chess lessons. We're also doing one lesson recorded for YouTube. You know we're working on our YouTube content, so our YouTube is going to get a lot of eyeballs. During the month of April, if you're one of the students who signed up for April, you will get to choose which one of your lessons that you want recorded for posterity and have played on YouTube. All April students get priority game matches on stream. If you are viewing my stream and you are an existing student during the month of April, when I open the floor for challenges, you take priority even over subs. Even over subs. If you're an existing student during the month of April and you want to play me on stream, you take priority over subs, followers, random viewers, and arenas. If you are currently a student of mine right now, meaning you're already taking lessons from me, and you want to continue during the month of April, you get first dibs on time slots in April. Existing chess students, and there's about 40 of you, existing chess students who want to continue during the month of April get first dibs on time slots. For those who don't know, private chat between lessons is available with me on Discord. It does not have to be when I'm on stream or any of this other kind of stuff. You have private access to me via the Discord 7 days a week. And finally, and arguably the greatest value of it all, is during the month of April, all new students during the month of April and existing students will get an advanced copy of my new book, Secrets of the Tricky Knight. If you sign up for an April chess lesson during the month of April, you will get an advanced copy of my new book, Secrets of the Tricky Knight. That's the value. I'm going to mention this a couple of times on stream because we're totally booked up for March. We are now booking April and May. But I just want to give you guys a heads up on what's going on because these slots are going to fill up quick. Exclam lessons in the chat. Exclamation mark lessons in the chat. Let's go. For those who don't know, exclamation mark lessons in the chat will get you to the right place you want to be. My lessons are $50. My lessons are $50 a lesson, but you have to book for 4 weeks. So you're going to be paying $200. You have to book all 4 lessons. You have to book all 4 lessons. I'm not doing individual lessons where somebody books one lesson and they disappear, and I've already invested the time in looking at 100 of their games and they're out of there. Thank you so much for that sub. It's because of viewers like you that make this stream so great. Welcome, Ovi. All right, let's see. I wanted to check something. Let me refresh here. Thank you so much. All right, that looks good so far. I think we're gonna add. No, it's a really sick price because for starters, you're getting an extra. What is it? You're getting an extra 2 hours of coaching right out the gate. You're getting an extra $200 of coaching right out the gate. Another thing that's a little bit relevant, and I'll put the card back up just for those who might be coming in late. Another thing that might be a little bit relevant is in the past, I've always done game analysis based on my students. I never teach off of a script. For those who don't know me, I never teach off a script. I teach very specifically to the errors and mistakes that my students are making. So a lesson for player A does not necessarily look like a lesson from player B because they're not necessarily making the same type mistakes. They're different people. You know, their aptitude and ability to be able to assess situations are totally different. And I'm teaching to that particular skill set. I noticed that some of my students, especially some of the adult students, have a tendency, you know, to look for fast ways to accelerate. They want the magic bullet. You know, so they're out here copying what they believe other people should be doing with no awareness to what that style has in relation to their ability to be able to process information. Hear me out. Everybody does not process information the same way. Some people favor closed positions. Some people favor open positions. Some people like calculations. Some people don't like calculations. There's a place for everybody in chess. But if you're out here copying somebody's style and that person is an aggressive tactical player that does a lot of deep calculations, chess is going to suddenly become harder for you because that might not be your style. That's one of the things that I bring to the table is the ability to be able to find where your place is and then fine tune your lesson plan based on your style. Hakeem says, if I take this, not only will I learn, I will also try and learn your coaching style. Hakeem is a copier. He's one of the biggest copycats out there on the internet. We're gonna call you. That's why we call you Cookie Monster, because he won all the cookies. Hakeem won all the cookies, but it's whatever, man. It's whatever. I really don't even care anymore. At the end of the day, you know, the more successful students I have out there, the better. And we're working on some platforms that is really going to accentuate, you know, the success of these students. In the past, I've been teaching for a long time. In the past, I have been quite shy about advertising who my students are and what they're out there accomplishing. If they choose to acknowledge that, you know, they're my student, then, you know, that's their business. But, you know, I hadn't been really, you know, putting students on the pedestal. However, I have so many success stories out there now that people don't even know about. I'm obligated to say something because the number of fake coaches that are on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok and all these different platforms is increasing exponentially. There's so much bad information out there. There's so many people out here randomly telling people what they should do that I need to start fighting back. I'm starting to fight back for the people and for the truth. People need to know the truth. You can't be out here doing this nonsense. I see people on even on Twitch right now giving out misinformation and bad information as if they're an authority. As if they're an authority. Or they're basing that information on their limited experience. I have 30 years of chess experience. 15 plus years of teaching experience. Thousands of students. And I'm not just saying this is as some abstract number. There's been times where I've had as many as 300 students at one time. I currently have 40 plus internet students right now, but when the schools open back up, that number is going to increase exponentially, 5 to 6 times. My time is going to shrink greatly. So with all that said, I'm going to start highlighting some of the more successful students. Some of these students who are out here doing great things, and there's a lot of them, and we're going to make them known. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that to you guys. We're going to mention it a couple more times. I do not expect to have any time slots in April. Probably by, what is today, Tuesday? By this weekend, April will be totally booked. I have no doubt that the month